My turn.
Oh, because they were doing here.
And it doesn't have the proper, like normal intro.
Yeah, it's on the other picture.
Trying to find through it, do we have
The notice.
You can use mine.
Come on, mine has,
Yeah, the opening.
we need to open to say where we're having the meeting. Doesn't have it.
This one, the other one doesn't have
No, it
a
doesn't
on the
have
top.
it. Board of Trustees of the Ccisd Independent School District, it's meeting in regular session today, Monday, 6 p.m., January 16, 2023, in the Administration Building Boardroom, 613 West Zavala Street, Crisp City, Texas. The area code. At this time, I am proceeding to item 1. At this time, I'm calling the meeting to order. And the time is, ma'am?
6:08 p.m.
So 8 p.m. All right, we are now proceeding to roll call and establishment of quorum.
Mr. Victor Bonilla III,
Present?
Mr. Cruz Mata,
Present.
Mr. Reyes Espinosa, absent. Mrs. Peggy Young. Here. Mrs. Nora Flores Guerrero,
Present.
Mr. Sammy Houston,
Here.
and Mr. Gabriel Espinosa.
Here. For the record, we do have a quorum. Item 3, moment of reflection. Item 4, artists and patrons. Did we have anybody sign up?
No, we didn't, sir.
We didn't, okay. All right, let's go to item 5, special recognitions, and we have several. We have recognition of A, of school board members, then B and C campus teacher and students of the month, and then we have band recognitions.
Alrighty, so we're going to start with recognition of school board members, as January is School Board Recognition Month. And so all of the school board members will be receiving a certificate that reads honoring, and in this case, I'm looking at Mr. Bonilla's a certificate honoring Victor Bonilla III for dedicated leadership in public education and continuing service to the children of this community. On behalf of Crystal City Independent School District, the theme is Forward Together. And for that, we do appreciate all of the work that the board has collectively done to help us move the district forward. The district is moving forward. We have a superior achievement in finance. We have a B academic rating. We are praying that we are going to be accredited for the 22-23 school year once the state awards us our accreditation status. So on behalf of the CCISD, we recognize the Crystal City Independent School District Board of Trustees, helping to move us forward together. Mr. Bonilla. Thank you, sir. Ms. Mata, thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Mr. Reyes Espinosa. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Ms. Peggy Young. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Ms. Nora Flores Guerrero. Thank you, ma'am. Ana, will you help me with the other recognition gifts?
Thank you,
please?
Ms. Briones.
Thank you. Mr. Houston. Thank you, sir. And Mr. Gabriel Espinosa.
I'm glad you made it, man.
Thank you, Coach.
Un litro.
And like that,
Como a
forward
las 5
together.
se quedó un
Ms.
litro
Briones,
porque cerrar el agua, dije así.
Forward together.
Se no lo arreglo.
Together, yes, ma'am.
No.
That is the theme.
Did note that.
Yes, 610.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Cookies. Thank you.
Moving forward. Thank you. Because we know that the campuses have their own board recognition. We'll start with Ms. Recognition to the board, please.
I have one, that's fine.
The boys are playing.
I won't have all. You can give them all.
There you go.
Finish by 7:30, can we adjourn? And we, yeah,
We're gonna re-adjourn tomorrow.
para football game, bueno. The boys. Thank you, man. I felt that.
Then it convene tomorrow.
No, we should.
Make your recommendations.
I made a lot of friends when I was fishing.
Oh, you know everybody, yeah.
The superintendent, the rich good.
You want me to know Bobby was.
They give us better now for everything.
Step up. I mean, they're not gonna do that, right?
They might.
And man,
Cut it to 10 seconds.
Bobby can play. It would
Thank you,
be
man.
Giving me money.
better and so did us.
Where'd you find these?
Yeah, I was telling him I have guys friends in PA.
I think they said, no tiene su
They want one short.
Oh, really?
Broadcast.
Right.
You want to pass it?
Well, very straight on it. Surprised they let him do it this year. It was no more cold.
Nobody's complaining.
And they love.
Nobody's
One time I accidentally, I thought it was the screen.
Thank you, ma'am.
When I started out with Tasso, and Tasso was
1, 2.
Yes.
I thought so, eh?
I'm the number 8.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much.
Thank
Thank you, ma'am.
you, Ms. Correa.
Hey.
Yes, sir. It's, Mata Lopez, Zavala Elementary.
I had 3 of these Thursday and I got sick.
Oh, I have it. Because you ate 3.
Give it to me. Over there. I got a hard stomach.
Thank you very much. For everything you do.
Oh no.
Oh, thank you, man. And good job done, man.
Come and cold. Ahí la para mí.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I thought you get
Live, she was asleep.
You're good?
So that night at 6.
All right, thank you, Zavala Elementary, Benito Juarez Elementary.
Dame la bolsa que no. Hasta todo, mira. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ron.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Gosh, thank you.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Oh, okay, okay.
That's my gonna throw in a car.
Thank you so much for everything you do for our students that are from one.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I cried.
So much, thank you, Nora.
Thank you.
You do for our students, thank you so much.
Ya que no vienes.
Thank you, Mr. Mata. Thank you.
Your Ethan or no?
For everything you do.
Ethan Garcia?
We really thank you.
Junior high?
Yes, thank you.
Huh?
You have to speed it up. What is he like junior high?
Como todo ello, I just the room. Ya que tengo aquí.
I love it.
Esta noche, pero
Beautiful.
Vamos a hacerlo para next week. Even students recognition para next week. Quitando parents.
No. I know, that's all we need, right?
Look at me running over that. I can't. She put names. And is there a name? Told him not to put names.
I think the main ones that we need to recognize are we might do like the
Cuando vienen tienes.
That's
Yeah, there's
whichever way that was presented here.
Entiendo la raza, but that's too much.
Oh, here, I get you.
But I get it.
So much.
Oh, thank you, ma'am.
And you're already passing.
No, she.
And
Put names.
I was gonna.
My lady. Thank you.
thank you. And Crystal City High School.
I called my friend and he said,
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Third group,
Yes.
so the first group,
But not individual.
right, not like announce the names. But once he can, I want to
Me no.
speed up the process.
Thank you.
Sure. Better get one of those. It's cool. I'm just kidding.
Vamos a hacer los cabos.
I want a red. If I red, I want a red.
Oh, wow. You know, that's a cute homily, no? That's nice, right?
Oh my gosh, these.
Ms. Briones says it all the time, and I'll say it again. So it says this board is a very giving board. And for that, we appreciate, because every time we ask for something, y'all do not hesitate to give us anything. Thank y'all for it.
Thank you.
Good job.
They don't get anything from the athletic department?
Chocolate.
We can put it in the record.
I don't. We don't get anything from you guys?
I'll be back with some cash.
So it's for us, but point what's coming up, the parents and the kids. We're not gonna read it, sir. We got other things we gotta, yeah.
I want to say something real quickly. I'm going to speak for Mr. Ray Espinosa and I mean, I know it goes for all of the board, but there's not a board meeting, a January that goes by that we don't rethink our votes over the year. And I think when we walk out of here and we contemplate on what we've done or what we haven't done, good or bad, people mad at us, every vote that we've taken has been for the kids, the community, and the teachers. And I don't think we have a lot to second guess. Do you, Ray? In our 10 years? I mean,
I also appreciate, what the other board members have done. The new ones, like my brother Gabriel, Sammy, I don't plan to run next year, so hopefully you guys can step it up and continue.
I've heard that before.
we just know that it takes y'all to make it go around. And we just hope that all the energy and resources are what you need.
He doesn't want to run.
Let's go.
All right.
Let's go. Golf time.
I want to.
Campus teacher of the month and student campus of the month.
All righty, we're gonna go ahead and start with high school. High school?
Gonna go in reverse, man? We're not gonna start on the road.
No,
That's fine, that's fine. That's fine.
What needs to go to practice? But on behalf of Crystal City High School, we award this certificate to Mr. Ray Flores, again, Teacher of our Month. The energy that Coach Flores brings to Crystal City is beyond measure. The things that he does for our staff, for his students, for his team, going beyond and above and beyond, it's unmeasurable. Thank you.
thank you, Coach.
And Crystal City High School Student of the Month, Ms. Hayden Valdez. Hayden is one of those real quiet students, does everything that she said, told to do, kind of flies under the radar. But when we took that vote with the staff, it just so happened that the entire staff, her name kept popping out. So she must be doing something right if she's getting the attention of her teacher. So, Hayden, congratulations.
Her parents?
Parents, hey, we gotta do the parents, let's go. Come on, parents, let's go. That's true. Oh, it's Dilo and Luisa, all right.
Wow.
Sterling?
Good evening. The Crystal City ISD or Sterling H. Fly Student of the Month is Julian Martinez. Just a little bit. We did do a staff vote, and every single one of his teachers voted for him, saying he is an extremely hard worker. He is always willing to help others. He excelled in UIL academics, and I do believe Ms. Medrano's exact words are, "You were courageous in one-act play." They're gonna want a picture of you, dude, because you're so amazing.
I would like to add, he made the region band this past Saturday too, so.
There you go, oh, okay.
Want weekend or just band?
I want to know what it is, all right.
Grandma?
Very staffs.
Oh, he's awesome, thank you. The Sterling H. Fly Staff Member of the Month is something I'm very excited to announce because it is the first life skills teacher, our Inspire Classroom for Fly Junior High, Miss Valentina Royce. Miss Royce this year turned an empty building with some walls, we still needed some. And it needed a lot of work, and she has turned it into an amazing classroom. If you have not had a chance to come and visit the Inspire Classroom, we invite you to. They cook, they wash athletic clothing, sort and fold. They are doing multiplication, they are reading, and we had students who were not reading at the beginning of the year who are now reading books to me. So it is an amazing classroom and an amazing staff. So Ms. Valentina Royce. Since 2002. Thanks. Good job.
Benito Juarez?
Good stuff.
Benito Juarez Middle School has bestowed Emma Rios, fifth grade student, the honor of being selected our January Student of the Month. Emma. Christopher Martinez states, Emma is an outstanding student with many outstanding qualities. She always follows classroom rules, demonstrates responsibility, and has a positive attitude. Emma is respectful and helpful towards her teachers and her peers. And I just love seeing her beautiful smile every morning when she arrives to school. She's a wonderful, wonderful child. And congratulations. Benito Juarez Middle School has bestowed Ms. Araceli Castillo, fourth grade math teacher, the honor of being selected our January Teacher of the Month for this 2022-2023 school year. Ms. Castillo is a dedicated educator who pushes herself and her students to improve daily and reach their goals. And Ms. Morales, BTMS Academic Dean, our Assistant Principal. Our counselor, Ms. Mata, states Ms. Castillo is very receptive to and an advocate of SEL, social emotional learning, and is an avid supporter of all school initiatives such as PBIS. And I just want to add that Ms. Castillo always has such a beautiful smile. She's warm, she's inviting, she's just kind person. And one of the first things that I was immediately was impressed by was when I walked into her classroom and I saw these multiple colored cups stacked in the middle of every student group. And I noticed that the students were using them to communicate with her as she was walking around and monitoring groups. So if they had a green cup, they didn't need any help, they were good to go. They put up a red cup if they needed her assistance. So she was already implementing differentiation strategies to make sure that she, was able to assist and provide that support to every single student from day one. She's an amazing teacher. Thank you so much.
Zavala Elementary.
So our student of the month is Nathan Alvarado. His teacher, Mrs. Cruz, shared that Nathan Alvarado is always thrilled to be at school and never fails to greet his teachers with a warm smile, along with a good morning. He's always eager to learn and happy to help in any way he can, whether it's by passing out classwork, sharpening pencils, asking to be line leader, or teacher for the day. The teachers and classmates appreciate all of his hard work and the positive energy he brings to the classroom. And I do want to add that he did come to school one day with his lanyard, with his teacher lanyard, and he's also got keys to the school. And he came with his walkie too, and he shows up to the office, hey everybody. And he's one of the first ones to make an announcement this year. So he assisted with our announcement. So congratulations, Nathan. Says Nathan Alvarado, teacher. He's ready. He wears it every day.
The whole family?
Picture.
He was walking, did I tell you he had him walking to anything?
We can see the picture on the thing. Look. So cute.
He's got his little walkie here and he was that's how he sees us, I guess.
Amen.
Roxy and Michael Lee. There you go.
And our teacher of the month is Felicia Martinez. Coming with, Felicia Martinez has really taken on a mentorship role with two of our new first grade teachers. She has been guiding them on lesson planning and resources. Felicia she always keeps an open mind and is eager and willing to implement any initiative that we bring forward. She maintains a positive outlook with anything new that we bring about, and is open to ideas that she knows will be in the best interest of students and student learning. Thank you for being a part of our community.
I got two daughters, Felicia, Carol. Come on.
And she's got her Teacher Rocks shirt too.
There you go.
Elementary.
Mrs. Bremer?
I don't see the students, but I'm gonna go ahead and see them. Erin Vecina Lopez has been chosen as Student of the Month for January for Dr. Tomas Rivera Elementary. Erin is very helpful, optimistic, very positive. He's a very quick learner, and very loving. Are the characteristics that he displays in his classroom, in the hallway, in the recess area, and when he's waiting to be picked up after school. His teacher, Ms. P. Vega, says he is a joy to have in class. Hats off to Erin and his parents and family for instilling in him such traits.
Hi.
It's all business, all business.
Nice.
Turn it around.
Oh, that's so good. Yeah.
More the better.
Wear it, it's so nice. No quiere.
Thank you. Ms. Roxy Rocha is Dr. Tomas Rivera's Teacher of the Month. She is a teacher who motivates her students to achieve their best, pre-K-3 teacher, so the very, very little ones. She's a team player and supports the campus and students as needed. This year, she has stepped into the role of department chair and has taken the opportunities before her to lead her team in a very positive direction. Second-year teacher, last year started halfway through the year, so stepping into those of us who've been in education, you know that's a tough gig to come in halfway, but she did a great job last year, and this year, that's one of the first things when I came into the campus, she wants to start off right, and she did. So we would like to congratulate Ms. Roxy Rocha on being selected as the December Teacher of the Month for DT.
Are you telling me?
Yes. And you might want to go to the front, and then for him to say what they're, just they participate with the next group. And
So this is in recognition of band program. Mr. Posada, if you will please bring forward your first group of participants.
All right, so if you made a region band and qualified for area, come on up. So please see most of everybody here. On January 7th and 8th, these groups, these young kids traveled to Pleasanton and competed for spotting the all-region band for Region 11. We took 36, another 36, 21, I believe, can't remember the numbers off the top of my head, advanced, made a spot in the band, and 13 advanced to what's called the area round. So I'm gonna give you all a certificate for your hard work. So Sarah, on flute. Jasmine, here, Jelani Quevedo, Gabby Cantu. Sonia Rodriguez was not here, Elisa Marta's not here, Maria Isaac, no Isaac, okay, Lily's, Analisa. Adolfo, Adon, and all right, so these guys made it to the area, all of them, including these that I haven't handed out, but I'll wait for them. They all advanced to the area round and competed and did an amazing job and had an amazing performance in Pleasanton. So these are our area students. Now, for the following, they also competed in the area band to perform, to get a seat in the all-state band. And it's been maybe 2-3 years since Crystal City has had an all-stater. This year we have 3 again. So the first one to qualify is Xavier Zavala. And according to him, he's the first male clarinet player to qualify for state. So. The next one is Luca Rivera. And she received first chair in her instrument. And when the state did a pre-ranking for auditions, she got, I'm gonna believe, due to the way they ranked them, she got the highest raw score. So Miss Chelsea Delgado. All right. She's also our first female euphonium player to advance the state in Crystal City. The 3 all-staters will be performing at the TMEA, Texas Music Educators Association Convention, on February 11th. They will be having rehearsal February 8th, 9th, 10th, performing on the 11th at 8:30 in the morning. And it's open to the public. They'll be at the convention center at the Lilac Rockville Theater. It'll be great to have you all down there, up there in San Antonio to watch them. And I'm gonna be there for convention, and I'm excited to see them perform in the amazing venue that is Lilac Rockville Theater. So, thank you very much, Gordon.
Thank you, Mr.
Good job. Yeah, get that thing out of the way and take a nice group picture.
Get out of the way.
Yo me voy para acá.
Good job, Greg.
You want to go through here?
Mr. Posada, I think you should be in the picture, sir. ¿Tenían teacher o qué?
Mr. Posada?
Yeah.
Ready?
Hey, for Mr. Posada, just.
I will.
Hang on, you have to get in the back.
Oh. Right there's a gap right there.
You're not in the picture. Can I have one with just them and then I'll bring you in? Okay, now get
Oh,
in.
wait, you took it? One more time.
I didn't see. That's okay. We'll Photoshop it.
We'll Photoshop it.
1, 2.
This time we're going to go to item 6, consent action items. We have A, consideration to approve the minutes for the board meetings held on December 13th, 2022, a special meeting, regular meeting of December 13th, 2022, and the special meeting of December 15th, 2022. And also, we have B, consider to approve the monthly bills for December 2022. Is there a motion to approve them as consent item?
Motion.
I'll second.
Motion made by Secretary Espinosa, seconded by Member Nora. And all right, let's go ahead and take a vote. Oh, any comments or questions? All right, let's go ahead and take a vote. All those in favor, raise your hand. Motion passes 7-0. 7-0. Okay, item 7, action items. A, discussion, action on letter received from the Zavala County Appraisal District on December 8th, 2022. I asked that this item be put in the agenda because the appraisal district is having an issue in regards to what was contained in the letter. Vice President Mata and Secretary, would you like to guys make comments on this?
Let me, what I recommend, I mean, that we don't take any action. I mean, when we met the other day, I mean, we instructed them to bring an engineer, look at the status of the building or whatever. I think they said it was the new addition that was having problems. Once they do that and they give us a report, I mean, if it can be fixed or whatever, we'll go that route. If not, then, I mean, we can bring it back to us and see how they can help. But I think we wanted for them to look at the building, bring an engineer, see what's wrong, balance it or whatever.
It was a letter of intent that they're proposing for a new building or build something new.
The issue that happened is, this just happened recently. Part of the building, the roof is falling, it's shifting. And then apparently also in the old part, there's issues with mold. So the issue of maybe building another appraisal district building or something it's become more critical. And I wanted the board to be familiar with it because eventually the appraisal board will probably submit a resolution to that regard, and then we'll be prepared to deal with that resolution.
Mr. Bonilla, what Ray was talking about, fixing the building. I read the letter she put in the December packet, and I think she told me she had like 100 and something thousand in her budget. You know, I don't think we need to burden the taxpayers with a new building and land if it can be fixed. I talked to her, there's a company in San Antonio. They're not cheap, but they go in after fires, after, flooding, and they're rated with Dun& Bradstreet and, the San Antonio Better Business Bureau. And I think if we're gonna table it or bring it back, we need to talk about, maybe her spending some money, getting her board to spend some money to do what Ray is offering, and maybe fixing the building until things look a little better.
That's what we said, once they bring the engineer, I mean, if it's gonna cost for 50,000, well, they can get it out
The
of.
appraisal board, if I may, sir, the appraisal board has authorized the chief appraiser to hire an outside
Sultan or.
code consultant, engineer, to look at the issue, and then that's the first step right now. All right, is there a motion, sir? I believe you intended a motion to table?
Yeah, I'll make a motion to table until we get the first report from them. And then if they say, I mean, it's worth it, then I mean, we can bring it back.
Okay, there is a motion on the floor made by Secretary Espinosa. Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, second by Ms. Member Young. Any further comments or questions? All right, let's take a vote. All those in favor of the table, raise your hand. Motion passes 7-0. B, discussion action to approve TCLAS Decision 6, tutoring supports extended week pay rates.
The recommendation is that the Board of Trustees approve T-Class Decision 6, student supports extended weekly rates as presented, and Anna gave you a revised pay rates. This is going to be for extended week Saturday tutoring, which is scheduled to begin this Saturday. These are the pay rates that we are proposing the board adopt today, so that we can go ahead and get started on with Saturday tutorial. This is coming from a grant separate from any other grant that we already have. And so Florencio and I have already projected, and we have enough money to support the staff that the campuses have recommended for Saturday tutorials to cover the 12 Saturdays that we're going to tutor.
So based on the staff that you're recommending, do we have enough students that do they already?
And if we're not able to recruit the students, we're gonna have to start cutting positions.
Maybe have.
Start by tiers?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
We're only looking at tier 2 and tier 3.
Okay.
Is there a motion on the floor?
Motion.
Motion made by Secretary Espinosa, seconded by, I believe that was you, VP Cruz? Or was you, Nora? Okay.
Yes.
All right, member Nora Guerrero. All right, any further comments or questions? All right, let's go ahead and take a vote. All those in favor, raise your hand. Motion passes 7-0. Okay. All right, C, discussion action to open new position of extended week interventionist.
The recommendation is that the Board of Trustees approve adding an extended week interventionist. We have interventionists right now, but they're from Monday through Friday. We are looking for certified teachers to help us during the extended week. So this is a position that we don't currently have, so we're asking that you grant us this position. Again, the T-Class grant will cover this position.
And about how much money do we have? If there's 4 or 5 people that are willing to.
We projected and we have enough.
We have enough money to, and this will be Saturday or?
This is Saturday.
During the day?
No, this is specifically for Saturdays.
The interventionist is not on here? I don't see it.
That's another one.
We'll have to add.
Okay. When will her pay in, or his?
I'm sorry?
When will her or his job end?
At the end of the 12th week.
And then interventionists will be for the different campuses that we get.
And this is again solely for high impact tutoring during Saturdays.
Is there a motion on the floor of recommendation?
The recommendation is that the Board of Trustees approve the addition of an extended week intervention.
Motion. Motion made by President Mata and seconded by member Nora Guerrero. Any further comments or questions? All right, let's go ahead and take a vote. All those in favor, raise your hand. Motion passes 7-0. Discussion action to approve the 2023 E-rate proposal.
The recommendation is that the Board of Trustees recommended proposals for the E-rate 2023 as presented, funded by USAC, E-rate at 85% and district at 15%. Jesse?
Yes, this E-rate funding will provide us with a little UPS battery, which is a battery the size of 2 refrigerators. And that's to operate the network operating center that we have at the high school that runs the entire network. Plus, we have additional switches and cabling that we're going to be using to install and operate the system. Have new modern equipment.
And you made a recommendation, right? Is there anything?
Recommendation.
A motion?
The total amount is the 389,000 or the two?
Total amount.
There is a motion on the floor by Secretary Espinosa to approve the recommendation. Second?
I'll second, sir.
Second made by member Nora Guerrero. Okay, discussion. You had a question, Ms. Young?
Can I ask a question first? Can I ask Mr. Wahardo a question?
Sure.
Mr. Wahardo, will all of this be done before our kids start taking STAR tests? Because you know it's a month early this year. Isn't that not right, Mr. Briones? They moved the data?
Start
No,
testing.
the starting date for this particular project is July 1st. So it won't start till probably September when we have the funds available.
It's for the new fiscal year.
Okay, so we're good. All of our equipment, there won't be any glitches.
We shouldn't have any glitches. And just to remind you on the amount, the total amount is $289,968. The 85% is $246,452. That's from E-rate. And then our share, 15% will be $43,495.20.
Okay, I thought that was one, but I didn't know what the three.
Gabriel Espinosa?
When you get all this equipment, do you inventory it, make sure it's in a safe place, everything, including the computers and everything that you've had in the past?
We have an additional inventory for all the other equipment. This is solely networking.
Because I agree with Ms. Briones, like she said on sports, we're gonna start doing heavy inventories.
Yes, sir.
Like in May, possibly,
Well, we're starting the training process already. Mr. Fernandez is in charge of.
to make sure we have them, we don't have to expend extra on things that are lost, misplaced.
I have one more question, and this is gonna be from the fund, but, the, general, fund budget, 2023 and 24,
Not from the fund balance, it's from general.
from general funds.
All right, any more comments or questions? Let's go ahead and take a vote. All those in favor, raise your hand. 5-7. Passes 7-0.
I'm sorry, but who voted, like, gave the motion?
Motion was made by Secretary Espinosa, seconded by Member Nora Guerrero.
Thank you.
Discussion action to approve the donation of ice machine to the athletic department. Ma'am?
The recommendation is that the Board of Trustees approve the donation of an ice machine for the athletic department. Attached to the recommendation, you have the letter that is required to be drafted by the donating entity. It is specifically for the use of the CCISD athletic department. It's a donation, so the board has to approve.
I move.
Second.
Motion made by Secretary Reyes Espinosa to approve the recommendation, seconded by Vice President Cruz Mata.
I have a question, once we,
Go ahead, the motion is seconded, go ahead. Discuss.
Coach Battle, he's not here. Yes, sir. On the person that is donating this, he's stating that this machine has been there for 20 years.
Be a rough estimate. I don't think it's been there for 20 years. What else has been sitting there for that long?
It says that he was informed that.
That's what they probably told him. That's probably information he got. He didn't get it from me, but it's information probably was told to him.
Because if it was for 20 years, probably would be in the dump, right?
Not really, I mean, go on and on and on and on and on. Yeah, MacGyver.
Yeah.
MacGyver.
That's it.
Coach Battle, can you, tell Coach, Sonia Perez to thank her?
Yeah, she's the one during the time. We were having trouble with the current one during the time. And I think she's seeked something out from her brother, and they kind of just.
So we'll send out, thank you for La Fortaleza de Zavala Ranches, Joe Durham, CEO, owner, Jeffrey Grissom, general manager, for their donation to the athletic department. Thank you.
All right, let's go ahead and take a vote. All those in favor, raise your hand. 7. Recommendation is approved, 20-0. F, discussion action to approve the donation of tickets to the play 1969 to the students of Gray City High School.
The recommendation is that the Board of Trustees approve the donation of tickets to the play Crystal City 1969 to the students of Crystal City High School. This is a donation that is being made by the law offices of Eduardo Serna. Attached, you will find the donation letter as well.
Question, Will the 80 students that will be going from high school, are we gonna bus them, are we gonna give them meals and everything? And they're gonna go to the Sunday or the Saturday?
They believe they're going to Sunday, correct?
We're going on Sunday at 3 p.m.
Is this for all high school students?
We went ahead and we went with the multicultural class that we have. It's Mexican American Studies, so we thought it would fit
For that-
perfect with
for that certain class?
that group.
And you have enough students?
Yes.
And you did get, parent permissions?
Yes, sir.
I know it's about the walkout of 1969. No, some still see it as a negative thing. But if you got the parents permissions, I'm gonna be there Sunday also, I mean, so it's gonna be something good.
Okay, the recommendation is to approve the donations,
I wasn't sure. Are we providing the buses for them?
Yes, sir.
Not yet?
Yes, that's what I asked.
Buses again.
is there a motion on the floor to approve the recommendation to accept the donation?
Motion.
Motion made by Vice President Cruz,
Second.
Mata, seconded by member Guerrero.
Question, I have another question. Alvarado,
Yes, sir.
Bethan. Are we taking chaperones from the high school, teachers?
Yes, sir. So what ended up happening was there was a little bit of confusion because we had initiated it ourselves and then we heard about the donations. So overall, the theater saved 80 spots for us, whether it was the donated or the ones that we bought. Altogether, it ended up being that they only saved 80 seats for us. So the classes right now, we're looking at 75 students going, and then only left us 5 seats left over.
Yeah, because it's sold out, I mean,
Yeah, myself.
it's 3 days, but it's all 3 days are sold out.
So we got this ticket accounted for with 5 chaperones and 75 students.
I just want to make sure, I mean, since students were going, that.
I think it's a very generous donation.
Oh, yes.
Any further comments or questions? Let's go ahead and take a vote. All those in favor to approve the donation, raise your hand. 7. Motion passes, recommendation is approved. 8, informational discussion, superintendent report.
Mr. Maria, if it's okay with the board, can we say board operating procedures for Saturday? Yes?
Yes.
For when?
Saturday, we have a training.
This Saturday?
Saturday?
We have
Team of 8.
Okay.
superintendent evaluation instrument.
Oh,
And
what time?
yeah, we can address board operating. that time.
At night?
Can I have breakfast?
Yes. So we'll be to.
Yeah, go ahead and, well, I mean, it's just informational, I mean, we don't have.
That's all he cares about.
Saturday at
For item C, we do need to replace Mr. Eric Garcia on the budget committee. So if there's a board member that would like to participate in the budget process, because we're getting ready to start working on budget for.
How many do we have?
There are only 2.
Who are they from the right now?
It's, Mr. Cruz, Mata.
Gabriel, you want to be in the budget committee?
Monday?
Want to be in the budget committee? I nominate. So
It's a sports committee, advisor on sports only.
You can be in the athletic committee, and Mr. Houston can join the budget committee.
No, I don't mind wherever you need me, let me know, but
Mr. Houston, would you like to be in the budget committee?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll, Gabriel and Sammy, Houston, Anna?
email me because I fall asleep. No, I sleep late, I'm sorry, that's.
We will let you know. In item D, you'll find the cheerleader constitution. The cheer constitution does not need board approval, but I do need to let you know that we have sat with Mr. Alvarado and with Mrs. Guerrero and with the cheer sponsors to make revisions to the constitution. We have also run it through legal to make sure that we are in compliance with the requirements for cheer. So we bring it to you as informational for your review, and it does not require board approval.
on this thing, I mean, maybe go ahead and, for Mr. Alvarado to send a memo to those girls that are thinking about running so that they can get something and read it, because we're gonna, sometimes they say, we just got it, And we didn't know, so
Yeah,
maybe,
as soon as the board reviews, then
Yeah.
we will send it.
I mean, for potential candidates that are gonna be participating.
The board doesn't need to approve any revisions?
No, sir. And update on the athletic needs assessment from last time, Coach Battle. And again, this is informational only. Copies. If you have copies. So we have met with Coach Battle and with Irene to go make sure that we know that we have captured, that it's assessment, that we have prioritized work.
Thank you.
And to then detail to the board what we are currently working on. So Coach Battle, go ahead and get started with baseball and softball updates.
So our baseball, softball updates, the field at this time needs no maintenance. There's no groundwork needed at this time. Everything's being done and taken care of with maintenance and with coaches.
On that thing, you're saying scoreboard?
No, I'm talking field right now. I'm at the field. I'm just talking the groundwork of the field.
First
Well, what
item.
about,
It's here.
It's coming. I'm
okay,
gonna get there. Caging, nets, bats, pitching machine, outdoor equipment, etc., has been ordered, has been placed already. So it's on its way. The 0-degree tractor has been fixed and is back at the Ccisd. The field update, the water sprinkler system is for immediate fix for the timing system. So we fix the timing system for the sprinkler. Prior to that, when the season's over, the updates on the sprinkler system will be done for a summer project. I'm going to add to that.
It's gonna need the whole entire sprinkler system redone.
But in order to do that, we have to tear into the.
Yeah, we're gonna have to tear into the.
So we're gonna have to leave it as a summer project.
Okay. The batting cages, this is for the softball batting cages, were removed due to being torn and molded, and it's being taken care of with the budget. We're ordering new mats and stuff for the batting cages for softball. The batting cages, lights, and electric outlets have been ordered and replaced, and those will be kind of working on sometime next week. The backstop netting is replaced and being contracted out at this time, and it holds no immediate safety concerns, and will be taken care of for a summer project. The dugout for baseball has been painted, and the softball building, where they hold their equipment and where the press box is, it's been repainted, and it's been finished this past week prior to the season starting. The scoreboard and the PA system for the baseball field is in working condition. The softball field scoreboard does work, but it was blinking, so I had Spectrum, they're coming out this week to come take a look at it and get it fixed. The PA system for the softball and baseball field both work. We tested them out, they both worked. They're coming out next week. Baseball field fence is being replaced following an RFP, which goes out to the Centennial.
This Wednesday.
Centennial this Wednesday, so.
Mr. Winnie, may I ask him a question?
Yes, sir.
Last Friday, I was walking, because I have nothing better to do, and there was a big spill.
Is that in front of where the ticket booth is in front of the?
No, a guy was working on it, supposedly, man comes from Eagle Pass, plumber, and he pokes our eyes because he says, it's fixed, and then a week later, something else is dripping, and then he'll say it's fixed, and a week later, no.
We need, both fields need to get all their sprinkler system done, all the water lines. That stuff is like very old. So every time they fix one area, another area breaks. And now we're having an issue at the football stadium as well.
I took a friend, and maybe I shouldn't, Mr. Wanell will scold me after. And he's real good at plumbing. He said, that guy's just doing it wrong to come and get more money.
Well, when he comes, he hasn't done any work.
And, are we under contract with him?
No, we're not under contract, but we do have to go through the city of Crystal City, only allows whoever they have in the list of plumbers for the district to use.
But the way I understood it, he's been doing that all year long, including softball, that.
He hasn't done anything to the softball, we're pending quotes for the softball.
Right, baseball, but.
No, for the softball pending quotes.
But what I was told, he'll do something, and I still saw, I mean.
It's a mess out there.
The way I see it, and like I said, I took my friend and then I'll shut up in a hurry.
Well, no, but the point is taken, sir.
And that's a summer project, what we have on here.
They have to work with, and
Yes, sir, but
you're right, it's noted.
make sure it's done right, because the friend that I took, he saw a lot of pieces that he said, this thing should have been done right, all of it. And the first time, and not come, put in bits and pieces. I even saw something, it looked bad, it looked terrible, a pipe running this way. That wasn't with clamps, it was like with black tape. So you're telling me that he is?
He did not do that one.
And, let's go ahead, it's been, duly noted, sir. Let's continue with the report.
I have just.
Why is it that you always quiet me down and nobody else?
It's a report, yeah.
Well, how much time will it take us on the?
The RFP, it's 2 weeks, and then after that, they'll start the work. The bid, we get a bid in 2 weeks, and then we scale it, but it's me, Briones,
And once we get this thing, will we need a special meeting or not? It's automatically.
Speed up the process, we still have to go through the 2 weeks of it has to be out there.
We have to bring it back because it's purchasing authority, so we still have to bring it back. They don't need.
So can we, once we do that, have a special meeting and?
It's a bidding process.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Request for
proposal, yes. So as soon as we have all.
We need special meeting so that
Get it passed.
we can have those things ready.
Yes, sir.
And track updates, the pole vault pit is set to be replaced as well as a high jump pit. The uniforms have been placed and ordered through the budget for a track. The runways for the long jump, triple jump are set to be looked at by Hellas for patching due to being under warranty. So they're gonna come out and just relook their work.
Good.
The sand pits are being handled by the maintenance department. They're being tillered and being softened. Boys and girls track uniform has been ordered through the budget. The tennis updates, the tennis courts are set to be resurfaced and to add lights. Also set to add additional add additional 4 courts if needed or if approved. The nets they have are in position to be put up. They have new nets, but they're gonna wait for the surface of the turf of the tennis courts, and then they'll put it back up.
I have a question there, Sonia. Miss Briones. It says here, add the additional 4 courts, and we're gonna surface the ones we have right now. How about the restroom?
So what we asked of Hellas, because they're the ones that do a lot of our facilities work, is to give us a proposal. So it should not say add, it's just a proposal that we are considering. Hellas did submit it, and Coach Battle, myself, Irene, and Mr. Cepeda will be looking at what they submitted.
So, okay, so
So we asked for several things. We asked for the resurfacing proposal, just the resurfacing of the 4 and the lights. And then we asked for the resurfacing of the 4, the addition of the other 4 and the lights as a proposal. We can come back and add all of those plus the restrooms as a proposal C. But right now, they are all proposals. The additions that we're talking about here is adding more work to the proposal.
Okay.
Proposal, my apologies.
Yeah, they're proposals, yes.
Powerlifting boys and girls.
That's a question, sir. Just very quickly, are we making accommodations for our tennis players to quickly have access to a restroom?
Softball field.
Softball.
We have Mr. Moreno has been given a key to the AAC, and they can go to the restroom there.
That's across the street.
Softball started, they have also access to go to the restroom.
How far is it from the tennis to wherever they're gonna go?
Right across the street.
From here to the wall.
Yeah. It's the old,
It's the old pet.
pep program, yeah. Okay, sis.
Boys and girls powerlifting has received all equipment needs at this time through budget and fundraiser. And that's our current sports, at this time.
Thank you, Coach Bell.
Coach Battle, so everything they needed for their needs, they have it.
They got their belts, they got their suits, they got everything they need for this.
Awesome, that's great.
And then next year we'll budgeting.
What about pitching machines for both softball and
The pitching machine.
The pitching machine has been ordered, yes, sir.
or softball too?
Softball and baseball, yes, sir.
They were in back order the last time.
Yeah, they were in back order, but we got the quote and Christie put it in already.
And we have a tractor, because they're gonna need a tractor to
drag the field.
Excuse me?
Saying the tractor drag the field or tractor do what?
Yeah, do we have one?
Yes, we do have one, yes, sir.
And we will be addressing the leaks, the sprinkler
Yes,
system.
my department's already in meeting Florencio met this morning, to discuss our needs assessment. Our immediate, short, and long-term.
Right, so the quick fix is just continue to work on the timing system. The long-term fix, it's going to look like a summer project where we're gonna have to tear into the fields.
Yes, ma'am.
One quick, when we give you all the, when we help you out with all this for the students, are you making sure when they come in that you inventory? And at the end of May, we're gonna ask for everything, so we can maintain it, because we can't be giving all this every year.
Yes, sir. One thing I do with my coaching staff, we meet once a month. I have them when their season's over to provide me with their inventory list. So as soon as volleyball's over, they gave me their inventory list. As soon as basketball's over, they'll give me the inventory list, and now I have that with me.
And you physically go to the fields to see what's being done and everything else?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Y'all talk about budget a lot through here. I know it's not his budget because I know how they work toward the end of the year. Where's all this coming from?
If it's a supply material, his budget can still afford it. If it's a project that we're going to have to bring to you all.
He can afford all this, plus still take the kids to meet, still take the kids to all the games, still, he has the money.
Yes, he still has.
Okay.
He does not have a budget that is in the red.
Okay, and while we're talking about this, I know it's not on the agenda, and shame on me, but our band kids got a lot of accolades tonight, and you ought to see what they march on.
What was that?
I said our band kids got a lot of accolades tonight, and you ought to see what they march on.
We have that building pad in our scope as well, right? The marching pad
Is one of the proposals.
Yes.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, sir. Okay, let's go to 9, informational items. Anything particular, anybody have any questions on?
What page is that?
Well,
Information.
informational, start from page 96.
Mr. Jones, on the food service, did y'all ever perform that audit?
The audit was performed by CDA. Yes. And so far, we've not heard that there are any infractions, other than we know that we have to work on making sure that our counts match what we're producing. And obviously, we need a nutrition.
On the food services, I think last time I think from right here from staff and students, it's getting better.
Yes.
I think I requested that we get a monthly for the board.
The menus.
The menus, and also on some staff that I had talked to, we requested to have either water or tea for the staff, and I don't think that's happening, so they're drinking milk or chocolate, which,
So will you send notice to us, Saul?
but on the rest, I think it's starting to look better.
Thank you.
They don't tap it and
I had in reference to our investments, I know that we have one board member that is interested in knowing how we invest our money. I know that really, I was hoping that, yes, Pena, right? That he'd be here to do some.
Do you want him to give you a breakdown on Monday, since we're meeting on
there you go.
for special? Yes, sir.
So we see what is the flow of money, is it earning money for us? That kind of-
We are in a recession, so.
I understand,
let
I
them
know,
understand.
yeah. But at least
But
we'll know
yes,
the process.
we will present, yes, sir.
And, Ms. Brunis, instead of going to Galveston, can I do that training in San Antonio? Ana, does it count for my hours?
I'm sorry?
If I do the training closer, like to home in San Antonio, instead of going all the way to.
Yes, if you do the SLI in San Antonio, you'll get your 5 hours. I think you do 8 or more than 8 hours if you go to SLI.
Okay.
and I'm getting all of the hours for the whole year. Who has requested to go from the board members?
The one in Galveston, just 2 members, Mr. Mata and Mrs. Young.
Those are good. What's the deadline?
Tomorrow, the registration starts.
But the deadline to register, to decide.
Well, the sooner you do, it is on March 1st through 3rd, I think. So the sooner you register, the better rooms you'll have.
Yeah.
Do we pick our own sessions? Do we need to go to the website?
The last time they didn't do that, so I don't know how they're gonna do it this year.
It's good. Are the incoming trustees required to go to that one in Galveston?
But they need
We
to.
get operated from an area.
It would benefit from it.
So it could be either that one or the one that's coming up.
SLI, in San Antonio.
Right?
Summer instead.
An email for us, Mister?
Don't worry about
I
it.
sent you an email, yes,
Yeah, because
You can also do things online.
I've been holding it too long and
Yeah.
So you guys are aware that we have a training on Saturday?
No. No,
Well,
I haven't gotten to,
okay, we're meeting Saturday, starting at 9 o'clock here.
there's an informational page in the,
There is a section, page 131, dealing with the upcoming board trainings.
At what time?
At 9.
and if all the board members attend, you get credit for team of 8.
who's gonna do it?
Juan Cruz, you all requested the Juan Cruz.
Yeah, because,
I remember.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean,
Yes, sir, I understand.
ya que el señor ya needs to retire.
All right.
That one you're already registered.
Any other comments or questions in reference to the informational items? All right, at this time, item 10, closed session. The Board of Trustees will meet in closed session as authorized by the Open Meetings Act, the Government Code, Chapter 551. The time is, we're going into executive session.
7:18.
7:08.